What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Crystal and this is Crystal's Copia, where we live a life of abundance. And I know life can be crazy and overwhelming, and sometimes we just need to do a little bit of a reset. And so today I'm going to talk about 10 ways to help you get control of your life, get control of your schedule, and to regain some sanity. So if you want to hear my 10 tips to do a little reset on your life, then just keep watching. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know the type of content that you like. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video with me again. That being said, let's get into it. Okay, the first thing on my list, and you may have heard this before, I'm sure you've seen videos out there about it, and that is you need an AM routine. And I recently discovered the amazingness of an AM routine. I always had one, a list of things like I wanted to do in the morning, but I didn't really look forward to it. And I'm a natural morning person. I worked a job that always started later in the day, and so it took a long time for me to reset this in my mind. And now I am loving my morning routine to the point where I want to get out of bed. And for me, it's I wake up, I sit in not my office, but in our second living room where there's lots of natural light, and I spend time with my husband for the first 30 minutes of our day. We drink coffee. We even have these corny little note cards that we read, little inspirational quotes, and we just sit there and we relax for 30 minutes. After that, we start our workout. We don't always do the same workout, but we do it together. So I'll be on the bike, he'll be lifting weights, or vice versa. And then we start our day. And it's very simple. I think before I was overcomplicating, I was adding like getting ready time and all this. That was always going to happen. I was always going to take time to get ready. But now having a little bit of a ritual to help me to wake up and to start the day on a positive note has been such an amazing thing to add to my day, and it helps with my mental clarity. If you need tips on how to create a morning routine, I'm going to leave some videos that I found down below that are great, but keep it simple and keep it cup filling. So the first thing in the morning, there should be something that you're looking for to kind of set you up for the day. Okay, the second thing on my list to regain some sanity in your life is a cleaning one, but guys, laundry is like the bane of most people's existence, especially if you're a mom. And I got a simple solution for that. And then you got to do one load a day. One load a day. We have 2 kids that live with us full time. My other 2 kids are out of the house. But so there's 4 people, and we're active. We're working out. We're wearing pajamas. We're wearing clothes during the day. Sometimes we're changing. And so we have a ton of laundry. And I do one load a day. And that means start, dry, fold, and put away. But I keep it simple. So I have 2 baskets on top of my dryer. That's where my kids' clothes go. They're in charge of putting it away. I put my husband and I's clothes away. He'll help me if he's around. But I'll tell you, that one load a day just keeps it going. Now on the weekends I might do more, but as long as I do one a day, I don't ever have an issue getting control of the laundry. The next thing on my list, number 3, is a 15-minute declutter. Now this is huge. And what I think happens to a lot of us is we have all this stuff coming into our house, right? And everything that comes into the house is inventory that we have to manage. And if you're not actively decluttering, you are going to get bombarded with stuff. And it's just the world that we live in, especially if you have a family and you have kids. There's just always an influx of stuff coming in. And so 15 minutes, even if you can't do that every day, even if it's just like 3 times a week, I promise you, if you do intentional decluttering in those 15 minutes, you'll be surprised at how much you can get rid of and how much less stuff you have to manage, and it just makes your day-to-day life so much easier. And a little hack for that is to take a box or a hamper or a trash bag, whatever it is, and put it in each one of your closets for each person that lives in your house. So in my master bedroom, we have a collapsible hamper. I'll leave a picture of it here. We got it from the Dollar Tree. It lives in our closet. And my husband and I know anytime we put on a piece of clothing or we're going through our closet and we see something, if we don't love it or it doesn't fit or we don't want it anymore, it goes in there so that we know when that's full, I can take it to Goodwill. So we have a great system of making it easy to declutter, and that's really helpful. Another thing that we do in the closet that's really helpful is we have a 1 in, 1 out policy. So you get a new shirt, one's gotta go. And it just helps us maintain some sort of order. The 4th thing on my list is you need to have a day or some kind of part of your routine that is surrounding meal prepping and meal grocery shopping, okay? So it doesn't have to be, this huge thing, but you need to have a day where you're like, every Sunday I order groceries. Every Monday I prep for the week. If you have a family or you're a super busy person and you are not ordering groceries and meal prepping a little bit, you are doing some hard work, okay? Because it's so much easier nowadays to be able to get on your phone. I can get on my phone anywhere and order groceries. And the really cool thing about technology now is it learns your habits. So when I'm ordering groceries online and I go to check out, it automatically says, hey, Crystal, did you forget any of these items? And every single time it's a yes. And I go through and I pick that. And I know a lot of people don't like to online grocery shop because, you know, people are picking out your stuff or they forgot something. And that does happen, I'm not gonna lie, but you figure it out. And the time and money you save not going to the store and getting marketed to by all those impulse buy items, it's totally worth it. It's so worth it. And then just prepping a little bit. I'm not talking about like making your meals for the whole week. I'm talking about defrosting some of the meat or cleaning some of the vegetables, or simply just kind of writing down a few ideas of here's what we plan to eat over the next few days. If you do that, your week will be so much less stressful, because I know dinner time and mealtime is such a point of contention. And then another way that I kind of set myself up for success with this is I have a little notepad that's a magnet to the side of the fridge. And my kids are older, so if you have younger kids, this might not work for you, but they know if we're out of something or they use the last of something to write it on that list. And if they want to, you know, change some snack item or whatever, they put it on the list. I'm like, don't tell me about it, just write it on there. And it just makes it so much easier when I'm grocery shopping. And I think designating a day to do that is helpful. But again, whatever works best in your schedule. Piggybacking to that, my fifth tip is you need some kind of scheduling system. You just have to have one. Like, if you're not scheduling your life, you're doing some hard time, because it is impossible to remember everything that we need to do. And it does not have to be complicated. It can be a free Google Calendar. It can be a dollar store paper calendar if that works best for you. But you need to have some system, and preferably one system, where all of these appointments and reminders live. And that's the one thing I love about a digital calendar, is I love the reminder aspect of it. So I have standing things on my digital calendar, and I can do a whole video of this if you guys want, but birthdays are standing appointments, right? You only have to write them in once. Every year they're on there. Trash day is an auto reminder on mine. And you think that's something that I would get by now, but still at 8 p.m., it goes off and I'm like, oh yeah, crap, we got to put the trash cans out. So using some kind of scheduling system is huge. And I also recommend using some kind of notes system. Now, if you only carry your phone, I love the Google Keep app. It's amazing. It's better than the Notes app, because you can color code. So like, I'll have like a blue note that's just for Walmart and a green note that's just for Dollar Tree. And you can pin those notes so that they're at the top of the app when you need to use them. I love that. If you're a paper person, then grab yourself a notebook and make this be your catch-all. Don't have multiple places where you're keeping notes and things, because that's how people drop the ball. So have some kind of catch-all system, whatever works best in your life, so that you can write down things as they come to you, and that you have a schedule that you can, you know, plug things into. It's gonna make you feel so much better, and you're gonna sleep better at night, because you're not thinking like, oh crap, did I forget to book that? Just know it's in there. Set yourself a reminder. Use technology to your advantage, especially with reminders, guys. They're awesome. The next thing on my list is number 6, and that's a PM routine. Now, my PM routine is a little bit long, or a little bit more steps than my AM routine, but it's shorter. So my PM routine for me, it looks like doing my skincare routine, you know, brushing my teeth, taking off my makeup, that kind of stuff. That's usually when I flip the laundry or finish the load I've started. That's kind of the put away time for me most of the days. And then I always clean up my kitchen. So I clean up the dishes from the night before, I clean up the dishes from dinner and run the dishwasher. So in the morning, I'm starting with a clean sink and a clean countertop. So that's always something I do every single night without fail, because it just sets up the next morning for success for me. And then the other thing I do every single night is check my planner or my Google Calendar, whatever that is for you. If that's your paper planner, Google Calendar, or write a few notes in your lists app, whatever it is. But those are the things I do every single night that help me to have a more successful day the next day. Again, butting up with schedules. The 7th tip on here is have some sort of cleaning schedule. Now, cleaning is different for everybody. So maybe your work schedule, you need to do all your cleaning in one day. Like Sunday is your day where you do all your cleaning. I don't recommend that, because I feel like it's really sad when you have to spend your whole day off doing something like that. Have some sort of schedule that you can follow. It helps you maintain your home. Also, it helps you to see what needs to be done and plan accordingly. So I know if I have a crazy weekend that I need to spend a weekday doing whatever my cleaning chores are for that week. So put that in your calendar. It'll just make your life so much easier. Okay, the 8th thing on my list is to delegate. Again, with the cleaning, if you have a family that messes up your house, then you better be having them help you clean it up. Because the worst thing that you can do for your children is to be their maid. Because this is what happens when you think you're doing them a favor, but you're not, because then they become a crappy roommate and they become a crappy partner because they're the person that doesn't know how to clean or doesn't pick up after themselves, and they become a burden on other people in their life down the road. So if you really want to help your kids out, teach them how to pick up after themselves, teach them life skills of doing laundry, doing the dishes. You're never going to regret teaching your children to be independent people. And it's good for them to see what it takes to keep a place clean, because if they're forced to clean their bathroom, I promise you they're gonna be cleaner in their bathroom. Now, if you're cleaning up their bathroom, what do they care about spraying toothpaste all over the sink or peeing all over the toilet? Because you're gonna clean it up anyway. No, don't do that. I'm giving you permission to delegate your stuff. And if it's your spouse, you can do this one of two ways. I like to tell them, okay, here's what we're gonna do, or here's what I need to do this weekend, and I allow my husband to pick and choose what he wants to do. Or if that's something that they're not going to help you with, then maybe it's time to hire someone to supplement their load, right? Because you're not messing up the whole house by yourself. So you shouldn't be in charge of cleaning the whole house by yourself either, unless that's something that you want to do and that works for you. But I still don't think you should be. I still don't think you should be picking up after everybody. I think that's creating really bad habits, and it will come back to bite you later on. Trust me. Okay, the 9th thing on my list is to streamline your home. And what I mean by this is, especially with like toiletry items, we try to really streamline our house. So everyone in the house, it has the same type of razor. So when I go to buy razor blade cartridges, they fit every single razor. Deodorant, we all use the same kind of deodorant. It's a men's deodorant. I love it. I'll leave it linked down below. It's the kind that doesn't like turn your black shirts white. It smells good. It's a great neutral scent. I just buy it in 3 or 4 packs at a time, and everybody knows where I keep the extras and they can just shop as need be. So we try to do things like that to streamline our house. Same thing with shampoo. I love the Surface Awaken shampoo. It's a scalp shampoo, so it's great for my hair because I don't want to wash it every day. It's great for my boy's hair because it has tea tree in it, so it's good for shorter hair. It's a paraben-free, sulfate-free shampoo, so it's fine with curly hair. It's just a great neutral, good for everybody product. And so it's things like that we try to do in our house just to make it easier on me, because I'm the one who is refilling these items. And so if I can have less to worry about, the better. Okay, and the 10th thing on my list is to address pain points in your home. And this sounds kind of weird, but everybody has kind of a pain point. So let's say yours is in the morning, like you struggle getting out the door. Take a minute on a weekend and think about, okay, what is our issue with this? Like, why are we struggling so much to get out the door? So for us, for example, our kids are older, they drive themselves to school, but I have teenage boys and they don't eat breakfast, and they're gone for a long time and they're doing a lot of activities. And so I wanted them to have some kind of breakfast option. So for me, I knew I couldn't wake up and make them breakfast every day, and I knew they weren't gonna make themselves breakfast every day. So I created like a little breakfast area in our outside fridge in our garage. So it has protein shakes, it has fruit, it has like a mini muffins, water bottles, things like that for them to just grab and go. And now I feel good, like I'm feeling like a good mom because I'm, feeding my kids in the morning, but I'm also like a busy person and I'm not gonna like make them this huge meal. But that was one thing that we could add to our day to just like make everybody's day better. And if I'm running out the door and I want to grab something quick, I know there's stuff out there that we can grab and go. So, and there are obviously different areas of your house, whether that's like your kitchen, is it meal prepping? Is that something, or grocery shopping? Is that a pain point for you? But figure out what your pain point is and just kind of sit on that for a minute and think, how can I make this easier on myself? How can I make this less of an issue and set myself up for success? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, my goal is to just help you to get control of things. I know we are living in a world where there's so much pressure to do everything, and I'm here to tell you it's impossible. So hopefully these tips will help you to kind of take control and to have a better week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda